GM. So it should work. Let me see. Let me see if we're live. Type in the chat, fam, is if you can hear me, see the live. Let me know. We should be live. Okay, for me it's working. Can you hear everything correctly? Can you, everything is fine? Any noise, weird noise? Let me know. All right. Should be working. I'll wait for the chat a bit for you to tell me everything is okay. But anyway, yeah. Let me grab Discord really quick. I will explain. Good, everything's good. Okay, perfect. All right, I will explain quickly. We were short since 65k, and we actually closed our shorts. Let me see. We closed our shorts manually at 56k, even though we thought we actually ended up going lower than that. Okay, so we closed at 56k our shorts. We catched an Ethereum long, and we got stopped out in trying a BTC long. All right, so that's a recap of this whole situation. So what happened here is essentially we could have a sort of relief bounce, right? That's also what I texted here. Yes, we touched the area we're waiting for. We're waiting for this green area right here. Yeah, we could have a relief bounce or go straight up from here. We could have bottom out, but the 0.786 Fibonacci is looking at me since yesterday. And for 0.786 is this level right here, okay? So, essentially that's what I'm waiting, that potentially can be hit. And we potentially, as I've said in the last live stream, we could even go down here to grab the liquidity, so around 45, 40, a bit below 45k. So there is no rush in longing, especially altcoins. I'm not touching altcoins for now, just focusing on BTC and Ethereum. And yeah, so overall, there is a good indicator you should add, is called fair value gap by Lux Algo. So essentially go here in indicators, fair value gap, Lux Algo, right? So if you don't know what fair value gaps, easy to, on a Google research, YouTube, you find a tutorial what fair value gaps are. Essentially for the relief bounce, I was waiting for either this relief bounce to this fair value gap or this fair value gap to be hit. And we kinda are there, but not there yet. We could actually retrace from this level. We tapped almost 57k. That was the bare minimum target. Actually, 56.2 is where we went. So essentially, what could happen now is something like this. Went straight up down here, and then sort of either here, potentially, if we break above 57k, we could have almost 60k retest, and then personally I think we go down towards this level. Likely this is the bottom, and as I said in the last live stream, what I'm waiting for is Federal Reserve to cut rates and actually start printing money again. As I've said in the last live stream, M2, that is the money supply, had a spike, so they're preparing to print money again and cut rates big time. Now, last couple weeks ago, the market was expecting a 25 basis point rate cut. Now, and instead it was not expecting a 50 basis point rate cut. After the NFP numbers came out, now the market has a 90% probability of a 50 basis point. So if we get 25, the market will keep on tanking. If we get 50, we kind of save the day. But if the Federal Reserve does this, which is cutting rates by 75 basis points, which is a super big cut, the market will start to recover. But why am I saying this? And I'm not longing now, and I said there is no rush in longing, but I'm also out of shorts because the RR is decreasing for shorts. As we go down, as I said, the RR is decreasing. Why? Gold. Let's look at gold for a second. Okay, my PC is a bit slow. Forgive me. Anyway, let's start off on a daily, okay? Let's see this channel right here. Actually, let me remove this fair value gap indicator so you can see everything. Also, guys, type in the chat. Otherwise, every once in a while, I think stream is off, something is not working. Let's go down to a 4 hour, nothing changes. Okay. So essentially, gold is, let's say, in the mid of this channel, all right? In the soft spot, which is from in the 2.4K, okay, let's say that. I'm not saying to trade gold. Gold is really tricky to trade, okay, to position yourself in gold. But gold and BTC are correlated, and the stock market also is correlated. Our stocks events in China are affecting BTC. Essentially, the big problem was a hedge fund in Japan, I think, basically had a big long exposure on BTC, and once we went down, they were forced to liquidate. Hence why we had a big dip in Ethereum, and we had a 20% candle to the downside. That's the whole thing. Then of course a lot of shit happened, and the Nikkei, which is the index for the Japanese stock market, it crashed, and yeah. So that played a key role also in stocks. Essentially, you also have to remember that stocks and BTC are correlated, directly correlated. So if something bad happens to stocks, it will reflect onto BTC. So for coming back to gold, gold is in this mid channel right here. And essentially, personally, if BTC goes down to that 47, 45K level, which is likely, it's another 10K, not 10K, yeah, it's 10K, almost 10K drop right from here. That's why I said no rushing longing. I might see, if we end up cracking these lows, I might see gold coming back down, either to 2,317 or either wicking down here, which is likely. Okay, we wick down, grab some liquidity below, and then reverse. So if we get this scenario, so either we bottom out around here or we bottom out around here, I think, and we start bouncing, and BTC actually gets to the level we mentioned, like 46 to 40 or a bit below 45. That's, I think, a great level to start positioning ourselves long. Okay, so that's why I said I'm not positioning long, and we have time, because as I said, until we don't cut, the Federal Reserve doesn't cut rates, odds are we just keep on going down. That's for leverage trading, of course. For altcoins, dollar cost average at these prices, as I always said, guys, it is a must. It's like these prices are golden for what's to come in the coming months. Everything seems like a great buy. Your view on BTC dominance, how low percentage do you think alts can drop? So let me get the BTC dominance. I haven't seen the dominance in a bit, to be honest. Let me go weekly. So altcoins, so now we are in at resistance, and I actually drew this when BTC was a bit higher. So of course, if BTC were to recover, altcoins will recover in USDT pair, but they will crash in BTC pair, okay? So which is normal, and dominance will keep going up. So likely we're breaking out from this level over here. We're breaking to the downside because BTC has to recover dominance. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, compared to the last run, the amount of money in the market right now is way higher compared, to a couple years ago. So we don't need to drop like as much we needed to drop back in the days in order to altcoins to do those crazy gains. Right? We need less percentage now. So even if I mean, we had a big run when we had this drop over here. I don't know if you remember, which was November, December, January. We had BTC going up, we had altcoins skyrocketing, okay? But then if we do something like that again, either from here or from where we top out in dominance, when BTC decides to actually give some dominance to the altcoins, I mean, this level over here, this level over here seems likely. I don't want to go too low because that sounds like too moon boy kind of thing. If we get lower, be happy. It's, you know, something more, okay? But if we get something like this level or this level, altcoins will pump crazy, okay? Because the amount of money this decrease will make flow into altcoins is way more than it was around here, okay? Especially now that we have big players into the market. So we talked about gold, we talked about BTC, what I'm expecting for BTC. Ethereum is the only thing, to be honest, that I said. Actually, let me grab this. Trade setup. What was it? ABC wave. ABC wave jump. There you go. Okay, so when Ethereum was here 2.8k, we said, okay, we entered the long on the trading floor and we went as high as 3.5, a bit more than 3.5k. Here we took profit in the way at 3.3 and 3.5k. We closed our longs. We didn't position short because again was not worth it with the ATF, etc., going on. But we set the potential ABC pattern we had on Ethereum, and it happened. Okay, we actually went there to the T. Now Ethereum seems like it has bottomed out. Okay, it seems like it has bottomed out because we reached our maximum downside target for Ethereum, while we haven't reached our maximum downside target for BTC. So I'm refraining also here to enter longs because I think also Ethereum, if BTC bounces, we could have a relief bounce towards this level, so almost 2.7k, or either towards this level, okay, so either here or here, and then also come back down. Ethereum doesn't have to go super low, okay? We can even stay here and range in this level for a bit, okay? It will take a bit of consolidation in order to recover and go up from here. It's not a straight up, okay, line. Of course, if the cut rates big time, as we said, guys, we're going ballistic when back up, okay? We just need this thing to bounce, guys. Stock market bounces, gold bounces, crypto will bounce too, okay? So that's it. So that's the overall plan for Ethereum. That's also why I'm not personally shorting. I'm not personally longing. I'm sidelined. And I'm pretty good like this. If you have any questions, guys, drop them in the chat. I'll answer them. So yeah, overall, that's the whole situation. That was a quick kinda update. The last live stream, there was a test live stream. We were short and we kind of called the drop from here. So yeah, we tapped the target. Now we wait. Because we tapped the 78.6, the golden bucket, but we could still go down here. I'll wait for some questions and then I'll end the stream. I hope the stream is not lagging. Based on macro, jobs report, Japan, Israel, Iran, etc. going on. Recession is in the car in US. So I absolutely understand, and that's what we discussed in the last live stream. Here, guys, we watched the FOMC, and FOMC seems like the NFP numbers were about to be good. Instead, we pumped a bit during FOMC, and then here I actually positioned myself short, and then here was Friday NFP numbers. The thing is, the US compared to Europe didn't cut rates, guys, as Europe did. So the main issue here is they either cut rates now big time and save the day, and even if they cut rates, it's not certain we save they can save the situation. It's already pretty bad. Okay, so it's hard to say. But they have to cut rates. If they don't cut, that's why I keep on saying the cutting rates. If they don't cut rates at least 50 basis points, guys, this thing is going down like way more. And if they don't cut 50, if they cut 75, guys, that's okay. Bull market is coming back. If they cut 50 in September and if they cut 50 in December, yeah, they can save the day. Hopefully, what I want to see is in August, if this drop keeps on going, they won't wait until September. They will do an emergency meeting and cut rates. If they do the emergency meeting in August and they cut like 0.5 and then they cut again 0.5 in September, then it's even better. Okay, it's all about what's coming and what the Federal Reserve will do. I have few thoughts on Forex. What's your thoughts on Forex? Actually, on Forex, honestly, I only watch Euro USD. I don't watch much. And on Euro USD, let me check. I had a long setup, which is this one here, which didn't trigger, of course. We actually went higher. But yeah, Euro USD will likely keep on pumping until the dollar is crashing. So I'm not really trading Forex much. I'm just trading more crypto, and I'm waiting for gold because I think gold, if you catch the right price, you can print a lot of money. Yeah, for now, what is it in like less than 15-14 minutes? US stock market will open. Let's see how it does. What period do you think, based on previous year cycle, the bull start ends? October 2024, Q3. So as I said months ago, my view was, I think now is still the same, hasn't changed. So essentially Q4 2024, so September, it always aligned with September, and I said September is gonna be the start of the last impulse move to the downside, to the upside, and likely is gonna end Q1 2025. So that means from essentially January to March ish. So things could even go longer into 2025, but I'll stick to this, and that aligns with what I said months ago, which we would have a boring down summer, okay, which is what we had. And I always said August is the worst month for crypto, and now everything's kind of folding. And September, likely, if they also cut rates, is gonna be the start of these next impulse movers. That's why I stress everybody to, accumulate. Don't look at the price. Don't look at your portfolio USD value. People watching thinking it would save you from your losses. You want, so better not to watch his videos. Is not a clown making video like this. Who's this guy? I don't know why this guy's hating in the chat. Anyway, yeah. Clown making video like this. Someone is down 90% of his portfolio, and we printed 14K on this short. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, yeah, that's my timeline ish for the bull market. So let's see. Also, to the hater, go watch the last live stream. We literally said it live about this drop. Don't know why people are hating on free nuggets, but it is what it is, I guess. I just wanna see. It's just a waiting game now. I just wanna see now if we actually go down to the 78.6 and how the price reacts there. Yeah, I literally don't know where this guy is coming from, fam. I really don't care about the hate. It's all love. It is what it is. Lame hate. But I don't even know why you're spending your time here if you hate me so much, man. So yeah, fam, that's it. if you have any question, drop them in the chat. We chat about whatever you want. What I said it. Now I can stay here a bit answering questions. Q1 2025 is very early. Yeah, I understand. But the thing is, first thing first is bear markets are way longer, okay? Bear markets, let me go on a weekly. So I want to explain, I like making lives like this because I can explain to people what everything in details, okay? And I cannot do this in DMs. I do this sometimes in DMs, but it's harder, okay? So bear markets, they last longer, okay? Bull market, they last way, like in a shorter span of time, okay? So what was it here? From July, we topped out in November. Here was from November, we bottomed out in November. So and what was it here? 2021, and here was 2022, okay? 1 year, okay? We can still say this is bear market, whatever, but like the bottom was 1 year. So now, if we replicate this, okay, which is this, okay? We replicate this. This is like kind of fractal shit that I don't like, right? It's just to say something. What is it? September, it's here. Okay, we put it here, September, and this is the bottom, 46K. So, well, oh shit, fuck me. January 2025. What the fuck? I didn't plan this, honestly, but it is what it is. So, fractal speaking is January 2025. Then, one big thing, guys, is the ETFs. If you go and see the ETFs, what they do to basically lure people in to get their money is they put all the ETFs free fees, okay? Free trading, free fees. When are they going to introduce fees? 2025. So Q1 2025, they introduce fees on all ETFs. So you want to sell, you pay us a pretty big fee. So that's also another big thing. And also another thing is all the media is talking about potential crazy numbers for BTC, okay? So all in all, actually we can keep this Fibonacci retracement, guys. We can keep this Fibonacci retracement. 78.6, let's say we bottom out here and they cut rates. If they don't cut rates, guys, again, we drop more. But I'm just saying, overall, we said it in the last live stream, is 83, 95, 96K, which here we could actually hit this level and drop to the downside. Again, because people are waiting for 100K. I'm reading the chat in a bit, guys. We can drop to the downside. So essentially, we can, let's say again, we bottom out here, we slowly grind up, we like do this, a bit all-time high, rejection, then either here, we can even retest the old all-time high, and then we go here. People are waiting for 100K, and buying 100K does not happen, guys, and then we retrace again. Overall, this is the target for BTC. I always had from 120 to 130K target for BTC. I'm not a fucking moon boy throwing random targets. Targets are made through the use of Fibonacci and tools and TA. So this is my target. And actually, if you also use other Fibonacci extension, I don't remember the Fibonacci I drew last time. Maybe from here, from the top of last round to the bottom around here. So we have 102, 156, which is in this area. I understand it's a big area. I'm more thinking towards 120, 130, but yeah. Like if you believe in Fourier cycle, they all lasted 3 quarters. Correct me if I'm wrong. I actually don't remember. But yeah, the thing is, we kind of already had a big impulse move to the upside. The Q1 2024, end of 2023. But yeah, then the thing is, everything got a bit ruined by everything going on worldwide. So that's the big problem. Thanks, Salika. Means a lot. What would be the confirmation you're looking to say we're restarting uptrend? So when you have a bottom forming, we want to see price action, not all any of that dumb shit indicator. Okay, you want to see price action actually giving you a hint. Okay, is the market bottoming out? Why? Now, is this a bottom? I don't know. We fell into this zone. We jumped back up. Okay, we jumped back up because a ton of orders are stuck on a key macro level, which is normal. But I want to see on high time frames, which is weekly, monthly, etc., potential big reversal candle, which, for example, here, likely what you want to see is a hammer candle. So you want to see a big drop and an hammer candle forming. So if we get here to 78.6 level, and we somewhat have something like this, a candle forming like this on a weekly, that's likely okay. We bottomed out on a high time frame. Now let's drop down on a lower time frame, which is daily, weekly, daily, 4 hour, etc., and let's see if our bias is correct. Let's see how the price action evolves. You want to see high time frame, good price actions. You want to see a hammer candle or a potential reversal candle forming, and you want to see, of course, long ratio, etc., and then it's likely you bottomed out. Could be nice to trade US30, US100 shorting every day in a recession. Yeah, it could be nice, but I think time to short was couple days ago. Like now, yes, Nasdaq is going to shit like everything else. But yeah, I don't know if the cut rate, this thing is going to bounce back up, especially because Nasdaq after gold is volatile as fuck, because you have all these tech stock that are super volatile. But all in all, guys, if we drop, let's say, to this level over here, I think this is likely the bottom for Nasdaq. Either we reverse from here, yeah, we can go down here, but like, I don't really think they will let the stock market drop close to election. They would rather save the day and cut a bunch of rates. Based on history, every time Fed cut rates, the market start correcting and go up after rate cuts are almost done. So many even on CT. Yeah, it's likely. It could happen. The effect of cutting rates is not immediate. People know it, so they play on a lot of retail that see the rate cut, so they see a big spike to the upside and then boom, go back down. It's like halving. Halving effect is not immediate, it's in the long term, okay? So that's why on halving day you have a bunch of newbies that just joined the market and say, oh my god, this thing is going to double tomorrow. No, they get, dumped on really fast by people actually playing the news, and they know it's a sell the news event. So could be a sell the news event, sure, but all in all, news play a key role. But I want to see how price react to that news. If we pump on that news and then we dump back into this level, this is the only level I'm looking at, to be honest. Yes, you could be start to long here, start longing here, but is it worth it? I don't know. I think we're not out of the woods yet. I want to see what the Fed does, how price action reacts. I want to see a decent reversal candle forming now. Because if you long here blindly, you're basically catching a falling knife potentially. Because if you long here and then we actually drop here, you lose a bunch of. I mean, you get stopped out. But yeah, it's not worth it. Also, as I said in the last video, positioning long is not easy. Because if you think the price is going here and then you long and then boom, it's going to Valhalla, guys, doesn't work like that. You will likely get stopped out a bunch of time. Because let's say it goes here, you long, boom, and you put a stop loss, you get stopped. You put here, it goes to even 78.6, okay, you long, you put a stop loss, but then it goes here to grab liquidity or something, you get stopped. So longing, it takes a couple tries. Also for shorting, same thing. I short 2 times here to get this short, okay? So the same thing, positioning long is not gonna be easy. There's gonna be a bunch of volatility, but yeah, if that happens, that's the long of a lifetime. You can literally long here and you know, ride it until all new all-time highs, until the end of the run, whatever. So bunch of money that can be made here if you're not a noob. There are a bunch of money you can be making. BTC, Ethereum, they're easier to trade. I wouldn't really go with altcoins. Yes, you could technically, you know, long alts with super low leverage and higher leverage on big caps like, you know, BTC, Ethereum. Yeah, you could, but like, yeah, I think BTC, Ethereum are more clear price action speaking. All right, fam. 3:30 stock market opened in the green. Let me check actually MT5 1 second. I want to see. Yeah, I mean, stock market open in the green. Let's see how we close. We could still, like, technically, since we dropped a lot, have the scenario we said at the beginning of the live stream. So essentially, go fill the FVGs and then drop back down. That's why I'm waiting. Your primary scenario is a relief rally and drop 46k bottom. And second scenario you think can happen. So yeah, the primary scenario is somewhat of a relief bounce, either here or here, and then we drop down. We could also, depending how, we can also range here. I want to see how the weekly candle closes. So is this Sunday is going to be pretty important, but we need to see what news drop this week. If they do the emergency meeting, everything changes, so the scenario changes also as the news come out and price action changes. So all in all, either we had this drop, the relief bounce we're already having, either here or 57, 60k retest, and then we drop down, or we this could be the bottom. But I want to see higher time frame confirmation first. I still think we are likely to go here. 46 to 45k. It's likely. That's why I'm not blindly longing. No need to always be in a trade. That's something took me a while to learn and master. I still fuck up sometimes, but we just nailed a big short, so there's no need to constantly be in a trade. Alright, fam. Let's see how the market reacts. If you have any more questions, shoot them in the chat. Yeah, to be honest, would have expected a bit more volatility with the stock market open, which is not super good, but you know, let's see. It's too early to say. It's just been 3 minutes. We'll cancel this. So in yellow, guys, I have my rejection area. Let's see. Let's see if we reject from here, which I don't think is likely. We could, but like I think we either top one of these three or all of three, and then we reject. If we actually break 60k and we get the rate cap, this could be the bottom. But for now, I don't think we get a V-shaped recovery from here yet. Alright fam, I think I'm gonna end the stream. Said basically all that needed to be said. So thanks everybody for watching. Let me know if you like it. This kind of stream are pretty easy to make. I think they're pretty kind of informative, and we drop a lot of nuggets that can be helpful to everybody. So let me know if you like them, and I'll make more in the future. All right. For if you're not, check the description. There is the link to join the Discord server. Onto the Discord server. You have questions dropped in the public chat. I'm always there to help everybody out. Right, fam. Thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day. See you.